Learning English.
Picture watching a friend about to make a genuinely terrible decision, and they're just completely ignoring the obvious warning signs.
Oh, that is the worst feeling.
Right. You try a few gentle nudges, but they just bounce right off. So eventually you realize that, hoping they figure it out on their own just isn't an option anymore.
Yeah, you really have to step in at that point.
Exactly. Sometimes you just have to step up and deliver advice that carries real weight, just to protect someone you care about.
Welcome back to Radio Ikawa Quick Recap by Noelia. Lesson 42. Speaking patterns. Advice. Strong advice 2.
Today's mission is mastering how to deliver firm, undeniable advice. The core insight here is learning how to frame that guidance as an objective necessity, rather than just throwing around your own personal opinion.
Here's the key sentence.
All right.
It's important to look for solutions, not winners.
One more time.
Okay.
It's important to look for solutions, not winners.
This simple phrase, it's important to, really acts as a sturdy anchor for your advice.
It really does. It grounds the whole statement. Yeah, when I hear this, I kind of think of it like a lighthouse, It's just shining a light on the rocks so a ship doesn't crash into, say, a petty argument.
Oh, I like that. That's a great way to put it because a lighthouse isn't judging the captain, right?
Not at all.
It's just pointing at a hazard. So, using this pattern strips the ego right out of the conversation.
Which is so crucial because nobody likes feeling bossed around or like they're being attacked when tensions are high.
Exactly. And stating that something is objectively important, well, it bypasses that defensive reflex entirely.
So instead of saying, you need to stop arguing, which definitely sounds like a personal attack, you just point to the goal.
Right. You're presenting the advice as a shared fact that both parties can agree on. It shifts the focus entirely toward the essential action of problem solving.
Here's the first phrase.
Listen in.
You've been coughing for days. It's crucial to see a doctor before it gets worse.
One more time.
Okay.
You've been coughing for days. It's crucial to see a doctor before it gets worse.
This pattern, using "it's crucial to," definitely turns up the heat, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, yeah. It's a very strong phrasing.
But I have to ask, does the word crucial sound, a little too dramatic for just a regular cough?
I see where you're coming from.
It almost sounds like we're treating a sniffle like a massive medical emergency.
It does sound intense at first, but look at the second half of this sentence before it gets worse.
The time limit.
Exactly. That time limit is what justifies the urgency, you see.
So you aren't just commenting on how they feel right now in the moment.
Right. You're warning them that their window to fix this easily is closing fast. Waiting just isn't a smart option anymore.
That makes a lot of sense. I also love the conversational realism of saying coffin without the G at the end.
Yeah, dropping that final sound keeps the tone friendly and grounded, I think. It makes you sound like a concerned buddy instead of, a doctor reading from a chart.
Here's another.
Ready?
The road ahead is closed off.
Yeah.
It's necessary to take a detour.
One more time. The road ahead is closed off. It's necessary to take a detour.
This is a really interesting contrast to the medical example we just discussed.
It is. The vibe is totally different.
I see. It's necessary to, as acting just like a literal traffic sign. Like a detour sign doesn't care about your feelings or your schedule.
No, it really doesn't.
It doesn't care whether you prefer turning left. It just states facts.
Right, because a detour sign doesn't argue with you. It just is.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's what makes necessary so bulletproof here. You really can't negotiate with a barricade on the road.
No, you can't.
And this phrase beautifully removes all the emotion from the equation. There's no room for debate or personal preference when the road simply doesn't exist anymore.
You're just telling them that the environment is dictating their next move, not you.
Here's today's scene.
So, two colleagues are nervously prepping for a high-stakes board meeting.
And one of them is visibly panicking, just feeling totally overwhelmed by the pressure of facing these intimidating executives.
Here they go.
Let's listen.
Tomorrow's meeting is going to be brutal. Those board members look terrifying.
Hey, don't let them intimidate you. It's important to speak up for yourself.
Easy to say. I just freeze up.
Trust your data. You've got this.
This brings up a really interesting question about delivery.
Oh, what's that?
Well, why doesn't Speaker B just say, you must speak up?
Ah, right. Because if someone is already paralyzed by fear, hitting them with a heavy command like must can actually make them feel even smaller.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It just adds to the pressure. So using it's important to gives them a bit of a safety net, if you will.
It empowers the panicking colleague to protect their dignity without sounding bossy.
Exactly. You're giving them a sturdy handrail to grab onto.
It's also worth appreciating the descriptive vocabulary they use here.
Calling the meeting brutal and saying, "I just freeze up," perfectly captures that vivid deer-in-the-headlights feeling of workplace anxiety.
Noelia has prepared 20 practical phrases for this lesson.
We highly recommend checking out the pattern practice and original dialogue sections.
Really?
Because practicing these in context helps build those real conversational reflexes.
The link is in the description.
So next time you see a friend drifting toward those rocks, ask yourself, are you just going to watch or are you going to be the lighthouse?